What is up guys, Arolf here back again with another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends WandaVision, The Vision. This is Build-A-Figure Captain America's flight gear, so let's get into it. So taking a look around the packaging, you get the uni-beam right there on the top, you get a concept art on the side, same thing on the back with the brief description, so pause if you want to look and read at those. Same picture, UPC at the bottom, scan if you want it, and without further ado, let's get into it. So taking a closer look at Vision here, starting off with the head sculpt. I mean, they really nailed the likeness to Paul Bettany here. Completely new head sculpt, really like it. No texturing details like in the show, so he kind of has a more smooth face, but I really like the new Vision look. I don't know what they'll do for him in the future, but they really nailed it in this figure right here. Paint on the blue like stone or the uni beam up there is painted cleanly. The only thing that's new about this figure is the head sculpt and the cape. Everything else has been reused from the Infinity War / Civil War Vision figure, and I'll get into that later on. The cape is textured right here, soft rubbery plastic, so it looks nice, and it looks like it's been yellowed, but it's not old. It just comes like this, so you didn't get an old figure, or it's not rotting or anything. But you can see it's very loose. I wish they used a stiffer plastic on this cape or in the collar piece, because when you're posing it around, it does tend to shift and misalign, so some of your poses will look a little awkward. So that you can see that whole collar piece is one whole thing, connects all the way down to the cape, and it's just painted over with that white paint. But as I mentioned before, this is the same body mold as the Infinity War and Civil War figure of Vision, but you can see the nice texturing details here and there. Same texturing details on the hinges. They seem a little bit sharper on the WandaVision one. I'll get into those comparisons later on in this video, but other than that, the boots are kind of a light gold color, and the one issue with this is the rubbery legs. They're very annoying. I'll get into those later on. And you can see nice sculpting details, and at the bottom, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Vision also comes with the flight gear for Captain America, so two pieces right there, probably for the two wings. And lastly, for Vision's accessories, you get one pair of fists. Now these are the exact same fists from the Scarlet Witch and Vision 2-pack, or the Toys R Us exclusive if you remember Toys R Us, and comparing them, the exact same mold, and the usual articulation all the way around, up that far and down that much. Nice. Okay, now taking a look at Vision's articulation here, starting off with the head. Now the head is on a ball hinge, so it does rotate all the way around. Same thing with the Infinity War one. It can look up that far, but if you push it even further, it does tend to pop off pretty easily, and it looks down at that much. Same great range as the Infinity War / Civil War version, is the exact same ball peg size, so you can head swap these if you like. You get a little tilty shifty head movement like so, a little umpha forward and back movement. Now the arms here, they do rotate all the way around. Seems like all the figures from this wave have like very loose and rubbery joints. They're not as stiff as before, but you can see the arms bend out over 90 degrees like so, and inward that much. He also has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows right there. Wrists are on hinges all the way around, up that far, down that much. And same thing with the other hand like so. Now the chest here can click forward like that really far, so it does look kind of awkward. He can bend back like so because of his soft rubbery cape. It's not hindering it as much, plus it does tend to move around pretty easily. He also has a waist rotation all the way around. Legs can kick forward that far, so he can sit down like so even with the cape. So it's a little stiff when it comes to the top of the cape, but it's pretty loose at the bottom and back quite a bit, which is very nice. He also has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees right there, great range. Feet bend down, they're on hinges, so they hinge down like so, really good, looks really cool. And they bend up quite a bit as well. So nice poses from there. And he also has the ankle pivot, legs move outward that far. And doing the ankle pivot test, this should be no problem. Just had a fiddle there. He is good to go. So now doing some size comparisons here, starting off with the WandaVision family, back at it again with the cameo from Doctor Strange because we didn't see him fight White Vision, but I'll include him here anyways, so there you go. So now comparing the Infinity War Vision from the Scarlet Witch and Vision 2-pack Toys R Us exclusive, that was a lot to say, to the WandaVision Vision or White Vision, they are pretty much the exact same from neck to toe. And now while I do think the new WandaVision has a better Paul Bettany likeness, the Infinity War version still holds up. I mean, you can see the similarities in the design or the evolution of this new White Vision, pretty much kind of the same outline as the old Dead Vision, but just added some more flares, more details, made him look more dead inside, more like a reincarnated Vision. So I really like what the designers did, or Ryan Meinerding, for creating this new look for Vision. Okay, now finally comparing the body molds together, just to show you the contrast between the green and the white. I mean, even though that the WandaVision reused the same body mold from the Infinity War / Civil War versions of Vision, they kind of cheaped out on, I guess, the manufacturing part. I don't know, probably due to COVID or whatever. But what I notice is, even though that they have similarities in kind of the weak knee hinges, how they're all rubbery and stuff, the WandaVision one has kind of rubbery arms as well. The Infinity War one had a little stiffer hinges, so it didn't tend to move around as much, and the Infinity War one's collar piece is a little bit more stiffer and more form-fitting, unlike the WandaVision where it's all one soft rubbery piece and it moves around quite a bit, so it is quite annoying. I was just hoping for Hasbro giving us a brand new sculpt or a body sculpt. It's just kind of cheap that they reuse the same body mold from the past versions, because I was excited. I really thought it was a new body mold, but you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So overall, I really do like this figure. This is a nice looking figure. I mean, Hasbro does not disappoint with their figures now. I mean, every figure that you get is not a disappointment. It is nicely sculpted, nicely detailed. You get good articulation. Now, even though my main complaint in this video was the reuse of the body mold, I mean, it's still a nice and kind of a new figure because they remolded that body mold into this kind of off-white grayish plastic. They gave us a new collar, cape piece, and the head. Those are the only two things that are new about this figure other than the remolded color. They added some kind of this light gold accents in the gauntlets, in the groin area, and the boots here and there. That's pretty nice. The blue uni beam is painted cleanly. Like I said before, gold standard Hasbro articulation, good articulation here and there. There are some problems with this Vision where the cape is kind of loose here and there when you're posing it around, so that's quite annoying. And as I mentioned before, the rubbery legs were pretty much the exact same, carried over from the Infinity War one, kind of very loose rubbery legs, but on this one I got rubbery arms, so that's quite disappointing, and they feel a little loose as well. But other than those complaints, it's still kind of a new Vision because we're getting a new head sculpt and everything. Even though the body mold has been reused, it is still a nice figure. So if you can find him, go ahead, pick him up right now. They still made an attempt to make this far different from the Infinity War one, but if you look closer, then you can see the similarities. So yeah, that is it, guys. Hope you guys like it. Arolf Moras. This is signing out. Peace.